Welcome back, Daily Scoopers. Am I the only one that didn't know China's population is shrinking? China, once synonymous with a booming population, faces a new reality. For the third year in a row, the nation's population has shrunk. This demographic shift has profound implications for China's future. It presents challenges and opportunities that will reshape the country's social fabric and global standing. The decline is not a sudden blip, but a sustained trend. In 2024 alone, China's population decreased by over 50,000 people. This marks a turning point in China's demographic trajectory. For decades, the country grappled with the challenges of a rapidly growing population. Now it must adapt to a future with fewer people. China's population is shrinking faster than experts predicted, and the consequences could reshape the global economy. But what's really driving this decline? And more importantly, what happens next? Stick around, because in the next few minutes we'll break down the surprising factors behind this shift. The last might shock you. At the heart of China's population decline lies a persistent fertility crisis. The country's fertility rate hovers around 1.2 children per woman. This is significantly lower than the replacement rate of 2.1 children needed to maintain a stable population. The reasons for this low fertility rate are complex and multifaceted. Economic anxieties play a significant role. The rising costs of living, especially in urban centers, make it financially daunting for couples to have more children. Education expenses, housing costs, and healthcare needs put a strain on young families. Many postpone or forego having children altogether, prioritizing financial stability in an uncertain economic landscape. As fertility rates plummet, China faces a parallel challenge: a rapidly aging population. The proportion of people aged 60 and above is steadily increasing, putting a strain on the country's social security and healthcare systems. This demographic shift has profound economic implications. A shrinking workforce coupled with an aging population presents a double-edged sword for China's economic engine. While a smaller workforce could lead to higher wages, it also means fewer consumers and a potential slowdown in economic growth. The government is acutely aware of these challenges and is exploring policy options to mitigate the economic risks of an aging population. China has not been passive in the face of its demographic challenges. The infamous one-child policy implemented in 1979 to curb population growth was officially scrapped in 2016. Since then, the government has introduced a series of measures to encourage couples to have more children. These measures include financial incentives, extended maternity leave, and increased investments in childcare facilities. However, despite these efforts, the impact on birth rates has been limited. The government's attempts to engineer a baby boom have largely fallen short of expectations. 5. The price of prosperity. The reasons for the limited success of pro-natalist policies are deeply intertwined with China's economic and social transformation. While economic growth has lifted millions out of poverty, it has also come at a cost. Young people today face intense pressure to succeed in a highly competitive job market. The cost of living in major cities has skyrocketed while wages have not kept pace. Housing, education, and healthcare expenses consume a significant portion of young people's incomes, leaving little room for the added financial burden of raising a family. 6. Cultural shifts and aspirations. Beyond economic anxieties, cultural shifts also contribute to China's declining birth rate. Traditional family structures are evolving, and young people are delaying marriage and parenthood to pursue higher education, career aspirations, and personal fulfillment. The emphasis on individual achievement and self-actualization, particularly among women, has led to a decline in the perceived social pressure to marry and have children. This shift in values and priorities has a direct impact on fertility rates. An East Asian predicament. China's demographic challenges are not unique. Other East Asian countries, including Japan, South Korea, and Taiwan, face similar trends of low birth rates and aging populations. These countries share some common factors contributing to their demographic woes. These include high living costs, competitive job markets, and a cultural shift towards individualism. Some experts argue that East Asia's economic success, while bringing prosperity, has also inadvertently contributed to its demographic challenges. Unique challenges for the Middle Kingdom. While China shares demographic trends with its East Asian neighbors, it also faces unique challenges. The legacy of the one-child policy, with its social and economic ramifications, continues to cast a long shadow. The rapid pace of urbanization and internal migration has led to a concentration of population in megacities, further exacerbating housing shortages and cost of living pressures. Moreover, China's economic model, heavily reliant on manufacturing and exports, is facing headwinds from rising labor costs, global trade tensions, and technological disruptions. These challenges further complicate the government's efforts to address the economic implications of a shrinking population. Looking ahead an uncertain future, China's shrinking population presents a complex and multifaceted challenge. The country faces a future with fewer workers, more elderly citizens, and a shrinking consumer base. These demographic shifts have the potential to reshape China's economic trajectory, social fabric, and global standing. While the government has taken steps to address the declining birth rate, the effectiveness of these policies remains to be seen. The long-term consequences of China's demographic transformation are still unfolding, and their full impact will continue to shape the country's destiny for generations to come. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share. Thanks for becoming part of the Daily Scoop community.